UnAccountable UFAT. UnAccountable is Fortnightly accounting trivia. I see some of you are trickling in, so we're going to give it a second. In fact, we're going to start at 12:05 here Mountain Time. So you East Coasters, 2:05. West Coasters, 11:05. You haven't even started lunch yet, have you? Or maybe you're eating lunch while you're watching. But letting people come on in. But if you want to play with us today, you will see on screen a nice little QR code. You can do that from your phones. You can open up another browser and go to Kahoot.it and enter in that code. And that's going to allow you to jump in to play the game with us today as we get some awesome prizes. So start trickling in. Get ready to go. We're going to start here in just 4 minutes. The crew finishes joining up. Be back in a second. UnAccountable. This is Shenanigans. We figure it out as we go. And first time trying to play music over the podcast, so we'll see how it goes. Usually the rest of the time our editor makes us look good. So if you can't hear me, I don't know, someone on my team, feel free to message me. Otherwise, we're going to let it play in the background. While we're at it, hopefully some of you are coming to Scaling New Heights. Come hang out with us. We got some cool stuff coming, but people keep trickling in. This is fun. All right, I'm seeing that number tick up. Definitely not near as many people as I see out there, but participants are trickling in. So you put in your name. Make sure you're using a name we can identify you by, because if you're the winner and your name is Hokey Pokey 126, probably can't get our swag shipped off to you. So just throwing that out there. Make sure you use your real name or a name that we can readily identify you, because you don't want someone else claiming your prize if you're the winner here. That's right, the first ever Fortnightly accounting trivia. And I'm getting told by people the music's making it hard. All right, we're going to try it again. Hopefully a little better. If not, my team will tell me how awful I am at this. Again, this is attempt number 1. Right. Man, even some of you are joining on YouTube. The metrics I get in front of me. All right, we got a few more minutes. I only see just under half of you are even in the game ready to play. So for those of you trickling in, on the left side of the screen there, you have a QR code or Kahoot.it if you want to open a separate browser. That is how you're going to play along. So get over there, scan the QR code to play, enter a name we can recognize you with. And I'm going to even kill the music because someone's saying it's getting louder. So make sure you scan that QR code, get into play. Only about half of you have seemed to be able to enter the game. Ooh, that number's ticking up, though. All right, there's 15 of you so far, so I'll give you another minute here. At 12:05, we're going to get this gameplay going. Some of you are probably asking, Tyler, what qualifies you to run a game show? Nothing. Other than I know the first rule of presenting, which is always go to the bathroom before you start a webinar. You never want to get held hostage in the middle of a webinar after you forget that. Too much info? Yeah, that means you came to the right place. All right. A few more of you trickling in. All right, this is the first one. This is the smallest attendance we are ever expecting. So the 15 of you that are sitting out there right now, hopefully you get in. But I'm going to jump in real quick, give you guys a quick insights as to what to expect today. But UnAccountable's Fortnightly accounting trivia. First of all, can't thank enough our sponsors, Double, for coming in and sponsoring today. Yes, our winner today will get credits to a swag store where you're going to be able to pick what you want. Do you want air tags, Apple air tags? Do you want custom branded clothing? Do you want double branded water bottles? All of that's going to be available for you. So make sure you use that QR code or Kahoot.it on the left of the screen. That is going to be your best friend to get in and register. So I'm going to start here in 1 minute. And today's a little bit unique. We're getting into the rules because It is a fastest fingers challenge. Yes, we're going to test you on some accounting merits and knowledge, but the sooner you buzz in, the more likely you are to win. Those points are going to dwindle every second that goes by. So, if you're planning on sitting there in the background using a chat bot to help answer the questions, well, you're going to get a lot less points. So, make sure that you are clicking in as fast as you can. But you're going to be able to play from your phones. Make sure it doesn't go to sleep. And if at any point you get disconnected, you can go back to that Kahoot.it. And that is our pin. It will always stay at the bottom and you'll be able to play. So without further ado, Double is sponsoring today. So let's call it Double Jeopardy as we're going to dive into the first ever UFAT. Yes, we need a good acronym. So UnAccountable's Fortnightly Accounting Trivia. All right. If expectations are low, you're in the right spot because we're testing this out for the first time, folks. Here we go. Question 1 of UnAccountable's Fortnightly Accounting Trivia. And I start off with a simple one. Which of the following listed is not one of the big 4 accounting firms? Your choices are JVG, KPMG, EY, PwC, or Deloitte. And time is on the clock. You have 21 seconds left to get your answer in. 4 of these are the big 4, and then not to be confused with Arthur Andersen, who was in the big 5 before Enron took them down. So now we're down to 4. Who wouldn't be surprised if a scandal or a merger made us lose one of these until we're down to the big one that owns us all? Maybe their name will be Intuit, and it's the Death Star, and they'll take control of all of us. But JVG is your correct answer. That's just Jeremy Van Grohl. Yes, my co-host who is not here today, but is instead out gallivanting around the world with playing golf with potential referral partners. What's that all about? I don't even know. But for those 5 of you that did get it right, congratulations. You are already on our leaderboard. And while there is a version of this game, I can update the leaderboard as we go. You're not going to get that. So we're just going to see how it goes along the way. But the other ones, yeah, KPMG. Oh, wow. And this is true to our fashion, KPMG. It's actually KPMG, not KMPG. Hey, see? You're in the right place. UnAccountable. Keep your standards low. PricewaterhouseCoopers, Ernst & Young, and Deloitte are the big 4 as we know them now. All right, here we go. Question 2. And by the way, anyone that listens to UnAccountable, you know they're not going to all be accounting questions. So, coming at you, which depreciation method is allowed, keyword, for the largest amount of depreciation in year 1 on a commercial building? So if we're going to depreciate a commercial building in a business, which one will give you the largest deduction in year 1 that is allowed? The sum of years digits method, straight line, 200% declining balance, section 179 bonus, a free-for-all, or 150% declining balance. Time on the clock, going quick. Supposed to be 20 seconds. Don't know why you're down to 3, but click something. You better hurry because that keyword is allowed. Yes, because it's over a 15-year asset, we're limited on that commercial building to straight line at 39 years playing here. We can't even do section 179 or bonus because it's over 15 years, which is rather annoying. So, I know, bummer for those of you that are hoping to speed up some of that depreciation on that building, but that is when we get into cost segregation studies and how can we get some of that value into smaller assets that we can speed up. So if you aren't playing with cost segregation studies, find a firm who does if your client has commercial real estate because, oh, it's amazing and fun. All right, 2 questions in. Hope you guys are doing well because we're going right on to number 3. When the famous character, the Count, laughs on Sesame Street, typically, how many haws does he have at a time? Is it 2, 4, 6, 1, 5, or 3? Think about that count right there in the middle of the screen. If he's counting, how many haws is he going to give you normally? He's a jovial son of a gun. I mean, I know that's how I learned to do math. Yes, 3 is the correct answer. Most of you getting it right. Well done. Yes, the count. 3 left. All right. I hope some of you are sticking around. The good news is nobody's quit on us yet. So I feel good about this. All right. Next question coming in hot at you. Question 4. Which of the following expenses cannot, under any circumstances, be depreciated or amortized over time? So you are not spreading out an expense out over time no matter what? Is it Goodwill, Land, Beanie Babies, or a $12 annual subscription to UnAccountable Pro? Not that we offer that, but might be a good idea. If any of you are interested, I don't know what would be entailed in that offer. $1 a month. We're not really making money, but then again, we're poor. We need the help. Oh, many of you getting it right. Yes, land is the one you cannot spend over time because land is not depreciable. Even if Beanie Babies, if you wanted to say that it had value, tangible use in your business, I work in hotels, maybe it's a guest amenity in a room that you claim has value, you could spread it over time. That's dumb. But land, no, land is always an asset, can never be expensed over time. Well done to the more than half of you that answered in, and a couple of you just didn't even answer. What's going on, team? All right, moving forward. Which of the following meals can we deduct at 100%? We got some meals coming at us. A meal with a sponsor of a podcast, not that we know. Business owner meetings, snacks for the office, or the annual employee Halloween party. I don't know if Halloween's important there, but it could be. We got Pooh Bear up there representing the meal. What do we got? 2 seconds. Better get your answer in. 3 of you getting it right. Yes, you cannot write off 100% of meals with sponsors. That's still a business meeting or meetings with other business owners. The meals are still 50%. Although many of you caught the change the IRS had. That snacks in the office used to be deductible. Now it's not. But annual employee holiday parties can be 100% deducted if it's for the entire staff in office. Well done, everyone. 3 of you getting it right. Well, I'm excited to see who's climbing up the leaderboard here. Next up, which of the following acronyms is a required section of the CPA exam? Not one of those elective ones, but it's a required section. Is it the BAR section, the TCP, the ISC, the WTF, the FAR, or the TLDR? One of these you have to pass if you want to get your CPA, which I'm working on, finally going back and getting right now. Well, working. Applied to sit, right there, working on it. Ooh, and only 2 of you getting it right, but it's the financial accounting and reporting section. Yes, the BAR is the business analysis and reporting. TCP is tax compliance and planning. ISC is information systems and controls. Those are all elective sections on the CPA exam. You only have to pick one of those 3 to be able to pass. WTF, hopefully you know what that is. And TLDR, too long, didn't read. I don't know. That's what the cool kids are saying these days. At least that's what my son says to me. All right, guys, you only got 4 questions left to climb the leaderboard. So let's see who keeps going. Next up, what was the name of Ben Affleck's character in the action films The Accountant and The Accountant 2? No accounting merit, but who knows? I feel like it's accounting adjacent, right? Was it John Wick, Bill Powers, Christian Wolf, or Wade Wilson? Because one of those son of guns was like the oddest action hero. And actually, those movies are pretty decent. And I do find it funny. Matt Damon and Ben Affleck have played accountants, right? You guys remember The Informant? It was Christian Wolf. Wow. Hands down, everyone knew that. I don't know. Bill Powers, I made up. John Wick, hopefully you know it's not him. And Wade Wilson is Deadpool. So, wow. Who would have thunk? You guys are all over the place on accounting questions, but when it comes to Ben Affleck, y'all are paying attention. Well done, gang. All right, a few more coming at you. But this one I find fun because many states like Utah, Tennessee, Colorado, Arkansas, Indiana, Mississippi, Maryland, and Louisiana, and others utilize what software company as their taxpayer portal? Yes, if you've had to log in and do sales tax, occupancy, U-Tax, you'll notice quite a few states use the exact same system. You can flex to your clients if you know this one, but which company provides that software we all know and use? Is it Stein & Song Co., Tyler Technologies, Van Grol Ventures, or Auto Inc.? Yes, it is one of those. I know, they all feel made up. That was the goal here. But I still find it amusing. Oh, man, oh, man. Yeah, it was Tyler Technologies, based out of Tyler, Texas, but I'd like to think they named it after me. Stein & Song Co. is really what I think Double should have named themselves with, Ben Stein and Kenny Song. By the way, also love that they host karaoke at every event they go to. A Stein in your hand and a song in your heart. Like, look at those guys. Totally on brand. But no, Tyler Technologies. This is a fun flex I love with clients because if they ever ask about you, doing their sales, use tax, occupancy, withholding, you even say, "Oh yeah, we know that system or that state. Yeah, they use Tyler Tech. They bought out NCI that or NIC that software a couple of years ago that everyone uses." It's kind of a fun flex just to tell the client like you even know everything behind the scenes. I don't know. Use that one as you will, but if you've been in all those states, they all feel the same, with the exception of Florida. Freaking Florida, get your act together. I don't know if you guys have done sales tax with them, but it still feels like a 1992 DOS system. It's awful, but way to go, all those other states. All right, you guys only got 2 questions left to climb the leaderboard. Let's see how it goes. When you convert a Schedule C LLC to an S corporation, the S corp will save what percent in self-employment taxes on the on the profits of that business? Is it 15.3, 18, 3.14, 0, 10, or 9.75? Yeah, 0. Is it a trick question? 10, is it simple and easy? 3.14, that sounds oddly familiar, but I do not think that is the right answer here. Spoiler alert. Oh, nope. So we still got a few of you trying to get your answers in. Who's missing? All right, this is your second to last question. Yes, 15.3. You get the 7.65 of the employer portion of FICA, and then you get the employee portion at 7.65, which gets you 15.3% saving on self-employment taxes for an S corporation. Those of you that aren't doing this for your clients or aren't working with a tax preparer, this is the number one strategy I go to with brand new business owners. Say like, look, give me $1, I'll give you $10 back in tax planning, just because if the fact pattern is right, we're doing an S corp election and saving them on the profits, which again, everyone, I said the profits. That excludes their reasonable compensation. I know 2 of you are probably out there yelling at me. Come at me, bro. There's a reason I didn't make this a webinar where you all could yell back at me and shout facts. This is a one-way street. So make sure you're using that S corp when responsible. But again, it's not the only thing to factor when doing this election. All right, team, we got 1 question left. Just one for you to prove your mettle. So hope you guys are ready, because here we go. Last question. As a safe harbor from the hobby loss rule, a business must produce a profit every how many years in order to not have to go through the rest of the testing to see if it's a hobby or if it's truly a business? They must produce a profit every how often? Is it 1 out of 3 years, 3 out of 5, 4 out of 7, or 2 out of 4? One of those answers, and it's pretty much a safe bet. Ooh, I should have had a gift for like the safety dance. Who remembers that song? S, 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 A. Ooh, everyone's in. And most of you getting it right. 3 out of 5 every year. 3 out of 5 years, you must post a profit. That doesn't mean think, oh, the other 2 years, I'm going to go 100,000 negative each year and then do $50 in profit the other 3. You're still probably not safe. But if you pass a lot of the other conditions, this does help protect you. 3 out of 5 is a very safe number. So now you guys are all curious. What do we have left? Well, you'll notice I killed the screen because I need to talk about today's sponsor. Yes, thank you very much, Double, for sponsoring today, as well as our promotional sponsor, bookkeepers.com, Jaime and the team over there. But Double has provided us with some amazing swag for our winners. And for those of you that haven't been in there recently and seen their new AI bot features, you can now converse with the bot and help it do your month-end closes. I just got a message right at the beginning of this meeting of one of my team members say, hey, our client just got rid of their in-house controller and brought someone new in. I was able to tell the bot to go reassign the 73 open questions to a new team member, and it did it for them. No longer are you manually doing the work. We're teaching the bot skills so that every month it knows how to go and do the payroll accrual or post revenue entries with a spreadsheet that we upload from their revenue management system. Yes, there is so much you can do in Double right now with the new AI bot features. And so if you are not in there yet, I highly suggest you head on over to doublehq.com, give them a tryout, tell them UnAccountable sent you, and you're going to love it. So with that being said, I need to get to it. We have our winners. At least they're popping up on screen for me right now. So, in third place with 4,265 points, we have whoever came in as CFETs, SFETZ. Don't know who you are. I could probably go look at who registered for this because I'm pretty sure I saw someone. But CFETs, you're our third place. Well done. In second place with 6,000 points, 6,074 points. I kid you not, folks. Millie R. And separated by, I'm pulling this up right now because I have to. Separated by just 2 points, we have Karen with an I beating out Millie R by a mere 2 points, 6,076. Holy smokes. Talk about a nail biter. Karen, we'll be reaching out to you with the email you registered with to get you the code where you can work with Double and get your prize winnings. Everyone else, thank you so much for joining today. We're going to be doing this every fortnight going forward. Come subscribe to us at UnAccountable. Share this, like it, tell your friends, because the more sponsors we get, the better prizes we can raffle off. So help us share it, share the news, and otherwise, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Thanks a bunch for joining.